All right, we in here. What's up, y'all? My bad for the delay. Hold on just a sec, y'all. Shoot. All right, we should be good now. My bad for the delay, y'all. My laptop came unplugged, and when that happens, I gotta like jump behind my desk and plug everything back in because it's it like if it's not plugged in, it like doesn't work at full. I had to get that squared away. Okay, and we should be good. We should be good. What's up, everybody? Yo, Jay in the chat. I see you. What's up? Ender TV, what's good? DK, Aramis, hey man, long time no see. Shout out everybody in the chat early. Let me adjust my audio levels real quick. Apologize, y'all. Y'all know I haven't been live in quite some time. I've been kind of sick, and I'm still kind of sick, so I'm probably not going to stay here on here all night, but you know, we're going to get in here. And I just wanted to go live for a little bit. Obviously, we had a what I would call, I think, is a blockbuster trade. You got two players, Towns and Randall, swapping spots. I think they're both. Oh, actually, I might expose myself. Are they all-stars? Have they made all-star teams? They seem like all-stars. They seem like all-star caliber players. Maybe they're not all-stars. I don't know if they've made all-star teams, but they seem like all-stars. Or all-star level guys that have the impact, or people expect them to produce like an all-star. At the very least, I would say they get paid like all-stars. Aramis, you said both of them have been all-stars. You know what I mean? Oh, and they're both all NBA. So yeah. They're both all NBA, man. Yeah, so these are cream of the crop, top 10 to 25 ish players swapping teams, both of which I think needed a change of scenery. I don't know if y'all agree with that, or if there's any Knicks fans or Wolves fans that are happy or upset, happy to get rid of somebody or happy to get somebody, or upset that they got rid of somebody or upset that they traded for somebody. If any of y'all root for either of those teams, let me know. You know, I'm in New Jersey, so I know a lot of Knicks fans personally, and some of the reactions have been mixed. Some people have been higher on Randall, I think, than I was. So they were like, "Oh man, like getting rid of him, blah blah blah." Ender TV, you said the Bulls are cooked. They got this dude Kenneth Lofton Jr. in at center on 2K. Yo, Kenny, man, shout out young Kenny. Putting on for the big dudes, man. If y'all need to know how I play basketball, bro, I play like Kenny Lofton, man. I'm built like Kenny Lofton. Now, all jokes aside, shout out, man. Shoot. Frosty, what's up, man? What's up? DK, man, you said good trade for both teams, but the Villanova Knicks is doomed. Yeah, they moved DiVincenzo. Alton, what's good, man? You said you root for the Knicks. You do. I've seen you in the chat. You say that a lot, man. You said you root for the Knicks and you did not like the trade at all. DK, you said you're a Knicks fan. Aramis, you said Cat, I don't know if he's upset or happy. Jay, you said you're not a fan of either team, but last night I hated this for the Wolves, but now I'm kind of convincing myself. Jin, you said you're upset that they traded Cat. Frosty, you said, remember B gave Cat 51 and 12 last season. I sure do remember him. I think he gave him 40 something as well back when we had Ben Simmons. So let me speak on the trade and give y'all my thoughts, and in the chat y'all can let me know what you think. So if you agree, let me know. If you don't, you know, it is what it is too. Let me know that. This has always been something that's been thrown around, but I don't know if it's true or not. People say whoever gets the best player wins the trade. I don't know if I agree with that all the time, like, because sometimes trades can kind of doom franchises from draft and money, and so there's always things that are involved with that. I kind of look at the Suns. Like, remember the Suns traded for KD, and like you got KD, but you gave up half your team. Yes, Ender, I do remember Ben Simmons choking out Cat, but hear me out. I want to talk about like the breakdown of the trade. Is some of the stuff that I'm hearing. Number one, the first thing I kind of want to debunk a little bit is this Detroit Pistons draft pick involved. There's a number one pick from the Pistons that are involved that, in my opinion, from what I've read, is going to be highly, highly overvalued. There's a number one pick from the Pistons that is like protected over the next like 4 years. It's like top 15 protected, top 14 protected, top 10, top 9. And then it's like if it doesn't convey by like 4 years, it's a 2. So I think that pick is going to be a 2. That's how I'm approaching it, because I don't see Detroit being good at all, ever, really. So sorry if there's any Pistons fans in here. I'm sorry, right? But yeah, someone in the chat said it. It's like lottery protected for like the next 4 years or something crazy like that. So the pick is this. Problem number 2 I have with the trade. This is more so from the Knicks perspective, man. I don't know how much y'all watched the Knicks last year, but that dude DiVincenzo was going nuts. Like, big shot after big shot, and he shoots the 3 ball at volume. I don't have all the numbers and the stats in front of me, but in terms of volume, he was one of the best 3-point shooters for the guys shooting a lot of threes. Came in and hit a lot of big shots for the Knicks. I think giving that up is interesting, but I know they've got Bridges in there. Could there have been problems with him getting play time? That's a rumor that's floating around. All in the chat, you said you're a Knicks fan. Maybe you've listened to some local guys, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Then the big guys, obviously Randall and Towns. Here's my problem, right? When you think about it, from the Knicks perspective, the Timberwolves had a problem. They had a roster construction problem. I don't care what Towns' skill set is. I don't care that he can shoot. He stretches the floor, spreads the floor. I don't feel like he's a 4. I don't feel like he has the foot speed of a 4. I felt like he was a 5 playing a 4. So getting rid of him and letting Gobert, like, this is our 5. Naz Reid comes in. Randall comes in. I like that for the Timberwolves. They're going to get volume scoring from Randall, which I've never been big on Randall, but they're going to get volume scoring from Randall, and they're going to kind of just clear that out, that logjam that they had with Towns and Gobert. That's how I look at it. But then when you send Towns to the Knicks, someone in the chat said it, that Brunson pick and pop with Towns, who the heck do you guard? Like, who do you guard? That's going to be crazy. But here's my question, though. Towns going to come in and play at 5? Because if he comes in and plays the 5, you now put Mitchell Robinson on the bench for a significant portion of the game. If he doesn't play the 5, you're going to have Mitchell Robinson and Towns on the court. And I think that gives you the same type of issues you had in Minnesota. I don't know if that works, even with Towns just shooting. I don't like 2 7-footers on the floor. I'm sorry. Like, unless the 7-footer is a unicorn mobile type of a situation. I want my big guy to be my big guy in the middle. Mitchell Robinson is injured, according to Alton. Mitchell Robinson is injured, so it's not going to be a situation where he's playing the 4. So it's going to be, I don't know. Moral of the story: the Knicks, they got a squad. They got a lot of talent. We got to see how it meshes together. Ender TV says the same thing. Cat's going to play center. Robinson is out until at least January. So that's interesting. DK, you said the Timberwolves got better and they're going to have a lot of money in 2 years. I agree with you 100%. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Let me scroll back up. Cat spacing for the Knicks is phenomenal. I think y'all underrated this for the Knicks. Sucks that Dante was traded. Is it fair for me to call that a wash, though, because you lose DiVincenzo? Randall want to get this type of money as well. I ain't paying Randall like I'm paying some of these other guys. That's me. But we'll see. Jay, you said that Pistons pick isn't going to matter because the Pistons won't make the playoffs. I'm right there with you. Alton, you said Dante was not going to like his role since Bridges came to the Knicks. Randall was extension eligible, but they were not going to pay him. If the Cat trade doesn't work, they don't have to pay him. How long does Cat have on his contract? Dante was my boy, but he wanted a bigger role in more minutes. I think he deserved a bigger role in more minutes. The Wolves, the T-Wolves, though, T-Wolves gonna be stupid, bro. Like, I don't think people understand how much that clears things up for the Timberwolves. That log jam that they had with Towns and Gobert and what's his name? What's the other guy that they bring in off the bench? I forget. The guy that everybody was getting tattooed off of him. Oh man, I thought he's real good too. I forget his name. The six man, yeah, Nas Reed. Nas Reed is that dude. So I mean, I just think it clears things up. I thought, and I like Towns. I do like Towns. He's from Jersey, Eagles fan, all that. Y'all saw my trolling thumbnail. I like Towns, but y'all know me, man. I just don't love, even like with Embiid, man. I don't love the 7-foot jump shot, cute stuff, man. It even bothers me sometimes with Embiid, and y'all know I rock with Embiid heavy. Towns is just, he doesn't bang kind of like I want him to sometimes. Sometimes he's more of like a finesse player, if that makes sense. But he's a good player, and I think he's a good player, but obviously he didn't play well in the playoffs, so maybe that has something to do with it. Who knows how he meshes with Ant? But you guys are in the chat and y'all are saying it, man. Ant is the alpha, bro. He's taking over. Like, this is his time, and the question is going to be, is he ready? Because if he is ready, they just reloaded. I mean, DiVincenzo is going to be giving them ridiculous minutes off the bench. They got Jaden McDaniels. They got that other guy, Alexander Walker. I mean, the Timberwolves is just they're crazy right now. They gotta be in the conversation to come out the West, in my opinion. I wonder if this squad they have now could have beat the Mavericks. I don't know. I just think they're gonna be real good. And shout out to one thing I want to say too, before I actually load the game up. Shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves front office for not being happy, like saying, we don't care that we were here, we want to go further, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get Ant what he needs. That's what I really like about the Timberwolves approach. The Knicks, on the other hand, they have an interesting approach, because I feel like the Knicks, it's almost like they're going to try and stack. I've never seen this. They're going to try to stack B+ players. Like, we're going to field a roster of B+ players. Everyone's good. You could argue some people on the team might think they're max players. Obviously, Jalen Brunson aside, because he would be the player that is that big dog type of alpha player. But everybody else, Bridges, OG, Cat, I've never really seen this approach for the Knicks. It'll be interesting to see how that hierarchy works, and how they distribute the minutes, the talent, all of that with Tibbs. It's going to be a fun season, I think, all across the board. This is great stuff for people for that are fans of both of those teams. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jay, you said Cat is an underrated defender. He's not terrible as what most people say he is. So let me speak on that a little bit, but not too much. You gotta remember, he's from Jersey, and I was actually chatting a little bit way back in the day with like some of the people that were kind of not like involved with him, but training with him, if that makes sense. I mean, when Cat was on his way to Kentucky, went to Kentucky, right? I think he went to Kentucky. He definitely went to Kentucky. I mean, this dude was the next Hakeem Olajuwon, right? Like this was his comp. Like what people were saying was David Robinson, right? He has all the physical tools, athleticism to be not good enough on defense, not underrated on defense. He should be an amazing defender. He's long. He's got great proportions. He's talented. I just, his motor hasn't always been where I think it almost should be. And that's kind of how I feel about Cat. So I'm not saying he's a bad defender, but talent-wise, what can he do? Do y'all ever remember, any of y'all see that interview of Ant when Anthony Edwards was saying, yo, we need, like he literally verbatim said, I want him to play like Joel Embiid. He's got the same talent as Joel Embiid, the same physical tools as Joel Embiid. You got he said it. Anthony Edwards said, he said, nobody can stop you. Get on the block, dominate, just take games over. But we haven't seen that yet. Maybe a move to New York will kind of get him going. Dillingham's going to be a fun point guard with Anthony Edwards. We got to see how much of his skill set translates from high school and college, really. I'm on the record. Y'all know me. I said Dillingham's going to be the best player from the class. I'm not gonna lie. Only reason I said that is because he's the only person from the class I know. I don't know any of these dudes at the top of the y'all see the dude, the Hawks job. I have no idea who these guys are. So that's the only reason I said that. But I could be right, but you never know. Cat was a liability in the playoffs. Randall's also a liability in the playoffs. Yeah, you're right about that. They were 14-2 with OG, but yeah, OG, didn't he have something with like his elbow or something? Didn't he start to run into like elbow issues or something late? I think he sat some games out late. He wasn't really right. Knicks are trying to trade Mitchell Robinson. Dang, trade him injured? That's interesting. Couldn't do it in 2K. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. Hopefully Randall doesn't give up on defense when it's not going his way. That's not his game, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, I ain't out there to defend if I'm Randall. He just got to not be a traffic cone and put the ball in the basket. You got Randall on the court. I don't know how much you're expecting on the defensive end of the ball, side of the ball. People forget that Cat's best year was with Tibbs. I'm not gonna sit here on the stream and pretend like I was tracking the Timberwolves, bro. They haven't really done much over the years, so I haven't really been following them too much. Yeah, Ramons, bro. I love Dillingham's skill set, man. Just creating dude's incredible, like creating off the dribble. So yeah, guys, I've been having some issues with my controllers for some reason. Y'all saw I made a video on how to get the PlayStation buttons to pop up, and a lot of people were like, yeah, I don't have any issues, but I ain't gonna lie, I still be having issues getting this joint to work. Yo, Crazy Ron, what's up, man? Good to see you. All right, y'all. So what I actually wanted to do here, which is funny, I've actually got some. I've been looking at some mods. because I wanted to get some mods installed, because a couple new mods came out that I actually wanted to download and see what we got. So I'm gonna install those and see how some of these look. Sir Jam, you said, how did you get that suction out of fast breaks? I mean, in my personal opinion, I haven't really. I haven't. Like, there's still too much suction in the game for me. Or are you talking about 2K24? Are you talking about 25? All right, y'all. So I found this LeBron James right here. It's made by Manja and Photography. Photography, is that what that says? Yeah. So I'm gonna download this. Looks good. He's got like a gray beard, so that's pretty tough. Download that, see how that looks. For those of y'all that don't know, I got the spreadsheet of all the mods I've downloaded. In the Discord for anybody that needs it. I hope I'm able to download stuff while I'm streaming. I didn't think about that. Hope my internet doesn't sell. I saw your game with the Pelicans, and I didn't see much suction, particularly when you stole the ball. Well, Sir Jam, if you noticed in the sliders, I lower the off-ball speed. Like that's one of the biggest things I think for 2K, not just in 24 but 25 too. For actually the past few years, really, I just think 2K has too much of a speed disparity between people that have the ball and people that don't have the ball. Like, people that don't have the ball are like way too fast, in my opinion. So I always bring it down quite a bit. I actually think I already got a LeBron installed, so I gotta remove it somehow. Where did that go, by the way? Okay, so 1013 is LeBron's number. So let me delete all this stuff. I didn't see the off-ball slider. I thought they removed it. They did remove it. So I just used the normal slider. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, I mean, so what a lot of people don't know, I got in like a huge argument about this, by the way, with some people in the community. Remember like the speed sliders in 2K used to be like split? It would be like off ball and then on ball. I kid you not, those sliders have not worked since like 2K19, I think was the last year that they worked. And people were saying, oh, put this at 12 and put this at 42 and put this at 19. And I'm like, they're not doing anything, fam. So I I mean, I've been telling people that for a long time. So when they removed him, I actually wasn't that worried about it. Rami, she said, "Are you gonna get the new Undisputed boxing game?" I've been seeing that for years. That super duper realistic game. So I'm not a big boxing fan, but it looks literally incredible. Is it finally coming out kind of soon? Manja is working on an undershirt accessory mod. I don't think does he release mods for free anymore, or does he sell everything? Oh, what am I looking for right here? Team selection. I never know how to navigate the menus in this game. Sorry, y'all. Did you fix your gamer tag so I can get the member sliders? Nope. I still don't know that anything's wrong. I don't. That's what I was actually saying in the chat. I didn't think anything was wrong. Some people just couldn't download them, and some people could. And I don't know what there is to fix. No one else ever reached out to me about it, so I just figured it worked out for everybody. Oh crap, I didn't even do that. I keep forgetting that they changed the replay controls. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time zooming in on LeBron here. Like zooms into his chest. Oh, there we go. Oh man, they butchered bro's hairline. Yeah, I better stop laughing. It's gonna be me in like 6 months. His beard is really gray. I'm not sure his beard is that gray. Oh look, we got that weird old gen layup animation. Uncle Bron, bro. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I wonder, man, that might be a little too much gray, but I'm gonna keep it in there just because it, you know, it'll probably get some views. I'm gonna keep that in there. No Diddy. Ramis, you said over 200 licensed fighters currently, and they'll add the rest in DLC. Now, with the boxing game, I feel like, and this is just me, I don't know anything about boxing at all, like at all, literally, but I would think or hope, don't y'all think it'd be a good idea to add a bunch of like classic guys that you could never fight with, like Muhammad Ali and people like that, and like I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool. Maybe like with some classic Tysons and Foreman and everybody in there. That'd be crazy. I don't know if that's even legal or whatever governing body of boxing there is, but from the reviews of the game, graphically it's great, but button-wise and feel-wise it needs work. That makes sense. Are you getting Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero? It's literally just Budokai Tenkaichi, but even better and has over 180 characters. That's a day one purchase for me, personally. That's a day one. I said, like, there's so much coming out, like, immediately. For all of my 2K guys, we got 2K. I'm going to be dropping sliders soon publicly. Madden mods are imminent. I can't speak on when they'll be here, but they're imminent. I feel like I've been saying that for a while now, but they are imminent. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, that's a day one for me. I'm also playing this game called Metaphor ReFantazio. That comes out on the same day as Dragon Ball, so RIP my wallet, because that is also a day one for me. That's from the makers of Persona 5. I've been killing the demo, because while I've been sick, I just been kind of in my room playing that off of like remote play, so I've been having a blast with that. What else? God of War just dropped for PC. I didn't get to play it because I never bought it for PS5, so that's a big one. I'm big on Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 16 just dropped for PC, which I started on PlayStation but didn't finish on PlayStation because I was just annoyed with the graphics. So yeah, if you're, you know, if you're an actual gamer, you know, actually looking for some of the, you know, some of these bigger games coming out, it's going to be special. That I can tell you. Okay, Raymond. So yeah, they do got the classics in there. So that's, yeah, man, that's gonna be awesome. Cause that's just what I was thinking. Like with a game like that, you know, you want to try to do something you wouldn't be able to do, right? Some matchups you would never be able to set up. All right, so I just downloaded a Kobe Bryant mod, but the question is what, how do I get to Kobe Bryant? I guess it would be like one of the classic teams, maybe. I just installed a Clay Thompson as well, so let me look at that too. Oh gosh, he's not on the Warriors anymore. What the heck? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it's taking its time to load. What's up with that? Oh, wait a minute. That's not even the right. Yeah, shoot, man. I forgot this dude ain't even on the Warriors no more. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I just think that's crazy. Warriors dynasty probably they probably cooked. I don't know. All jokes aside, this is just my opinion. Everyone's different, man. When that when all that Draymond stuff happened, bro, I would have traded Draymond Green, bro. I would have traded that dude in a heartbeat. Hate this depth of field. Oh, dang. Hey, that looked pretty good. All jokes aside. Dang, yo, bro even got like scratches on his arm. Is that accurate? I wonder if that's the mod or if that's from 2K. Dang. Well, all right. It looks real good, but I can't say nothing because I honestly don't remember. I didn't look at the default, so I don't know what the default looks like. So it's not like I got it before and after. But this looks incredible. One thing I noticed too about modders is they do such a better job of like fading the hair. 2K is just like an abrupt stop. George is getting beat down by Bama? Holy crap. Let me check on the Florida State game. Georgia's got like a really high profile quarterback, do they not? Dang, it is 30-7. You right, man. Carson Beck. Dang, he's 12 of 25, 2 picks. Look at me being a box score merchant. Milrow. He's 18 of 22, touchdown and a pick. But Milrow's got 199 yards passing and 112 yards rushing as a quarterback. That dude Milrow is simply a situation. At what point does it not matter like how good or bad? I'm not saying he's bad because I haven't watched him like that. But I just wonder, like, at what point does it matter how good or bad of a passer you are if you're that big of a weapon with your legs? Yeah, Clay ain't doing all that off the dribble. I'm just saying. All right, let's look at Kobe. Question is, how do we look at Kobe? Maybe Lakers. Wait, what the heck just happened? How did I get on the Knicks? Lakers. Okay. Is that the mod? It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, that looks good to me. Is that the mod or is that normal Kobe? That's my problem with installing mods. I don't ever look at the default, so I don't know. I don't ever know what the default was and what the default wasn't. But this looks too good to be 2K, so maybe this is the mod. I don't know though. Nah, this gotta be the mod. I feel. You said a wristband? Okay, yeah, I think I agree with you guys. I think this is the mod. Hey, Cody, man, appreciate you and the support, bro. Yo, Chuck, hello. I see you in the chat. What's up, man? All right, cool. So we just got a Kobe Bryant mod, a Klay Thompson mod, and a LeBron James mod. What else do we want? Did I put the Kobe in here? Yeah, Klay, Kobe, and LeBron. Looks good. Let's keep it moving. I need a Curry badly, but I don't know. I don't think I was feeling that one. Had some Curries lined up that I wanted to try. This was an interesting mod too. This one here kind of changes the menus around, so I think I'll give that one a shot too. Gotta shout out Vetman. He makes a lot of like kind of, I don't know if the word I want to use obscure, but you know, mods that like just really creative. Like I don't know that everybody would even think to make some of the mods that he makes. I wonder if this mod works with the debug options. Expanded debug options. Sir Jam, you said, have you tried your sliders without all the roster tweaks? Nope. Have you? That would be probably my follow-up question. I was gonna say I'm curious how they play, but I'm not actually, because oh, I'm in 21 mods. Wait a minute, I'm saving these things to my 2K21 mods. What in the world? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was gonna say I would be curious to see how they play, but I'm not actually, because I know how they would play. What a lot of people don't understand is, like, I watch, like, sometimes people drop like slider sets. I don't know, like the sliders don't do a lot. Like you have to edit the tendencies. Like if you're not fixing the tendencies, the game is just ridiculous out of the box. You know, there's no way around it. That's the good thing, like, about me now, is that, like, I can save myself a lot of time, because I don't have to. How the heck do you install this? Hold on a minute. Menu data. Oh, so I guess it overwrites the other mod. I think. Yeah, Sir Jam, that's a what do you mean by that? There I don't even know what that means. Like what roster edit would remove pro play? I don't like that's not how that works. But like that's one thing about me is just like that's one thing you guys know. I kind of like drop what I drop just to give you all kind of like I don't know, almost like call it like a baseline, I would call it. And then, you guys can go crazy with it. I tell people all the time, like everybody's got a different like skill level and skill set and stuff like that. So just because I set one thing one place, everybody doesn't have to set it the same way. But I get so many questions, about where I have certain things. That's why I make sliders, just to kind of give people an idea of what where they should go. But nothing's a 100% solution, and I think there's a big difference between me probably and a lot of other slider makers. This fixes everything. Like you look at the stuff that people say is like, yeah. Last year, someone on the inside told me editing can remove pro play. Someone on the inside, as in someone at 2K, because that's not even a little bit true, like at all. So that's not a thing this year. That wasn't a thing last year. Yeah. I tell people all the time, I'm really plugged in. Like people are just a little shocked by that, but I got people I can reach out to at 2K. I would never reach out to them for anything like that, but I got people I can reach out to. So I would be curious who said that, but that's not true. I can tell you that with 100% certainty. Okay, I don't know what that mod just did, but oh, that's what it does. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's just I don't really even know what to say to that, but I don't really know how to address that, if I'm being honest with you. But well, there's a lot. All right, so there's a lot of things going through my mind right now. The first thing is, like the idea of, so what, like, are we talking about the same thing? Like editing tendencies would remove pro play? That doesn't make sense. One, that's not how they work, considering the tendencies haven't been changed in like 10 years. But two, the fact that you said someone told you that last year and that's why you didn't edit last year is alarming to me, because pro play last year objectively was the worst implementation of any feature ever, which is why I stopped playing 2K Next Gen last year and went back to PC, so that's crazy. If you had told me, yo, bro, if you make this edit, pro play will be completely gone off of 2K, I would have been, scratching at the door trying to find out how to get that to work. But yeah, that's not a thing, man. I almost wish it was, because yeah, no, I'm not saying this year. I mean last year. I'm saying even if it was true last year, which it wasn't, because I you know what I mean? Like, I made the same sliders and applied them and tested them on next gen and old gen last year. Obviously last year, towards the latter half of the year, I primarily played old gen because it was just better. But when you play the game as much as I do, let me just be black and white. I have no problem telling you I know more about the game than the 2K devs do at times, specifically the offline portion of the game. So, for example, I have my contact who's, so I'm like I said, I'm good at 2K, but I'm also not good at 2K. So there are certain things that I need changed at 2K that I can't reach out to the person to change them. So I reached out to somebody, a pretty big YouTuber, and was literally last year feeding gameplay feedback to 2K for them to change stuff. And this stuff got changed. So, I'm pretty, it is what it is. However you want to look at it, but I just, that's why I said, like, I want to understand like what you were saying, because like the idea that, okay, like say someone has a pro play layup animation, or what is it, like a pro play movement style, right? Obviously, if you go in the menu and disable it, it's gonna be removed, right? But what I mean to say is, like, if I have all of, I don't know, LeBron James's signatures set up, and you go put a slider set in the game, that's not going to disable anything, if that makes sense. That's the only really way I can answer that. But yeah, I don't know what the context of the conversation is, and I think that's what I had actually responded to your other comment. I was like, I can't really answer that without the context. Because technically, yes, if you unequip someone's pro play layup package, they won't do pro play layups, but changing the sliders isn't gonna make pro play not be there. But I think what my argument is even if it did, 2K plays so poorly out of the box, I think anybody would prefer sliders over pro play, especially last year, because pro play was so bad versus what we get out of the box. And people joke, jokingly, I say it all the time. It's even funnier now because I tell people all the time, like, I want 2K to be as good as possible out of the box, because it's less work for me to do. Like, making sliders for me is not fun. It's kind of feels like work to me. It doesn't feel fun. So if 2K dropped and it played an incredible game of basketball out of the box, I would be, the happiest person in the world. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And we every year have to put a whole lot of effort into fixing it. Yeah, that's a perfect example. But even that maybe not. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what an example of that would be. I can't really think of one. The best example that I could think of is like kind of like that, but like say someone has a pro play contact dunk animation, but then you put contact dunks at or driving contact at 0, so you literally can't get contact. That would disable that. But like as far as tendencies, like determining, hey, how often someone shoots from 3 or whether or not they'll pull up from 3, that doesn't affect the animations. So maybe the person you were talking to misunderstood. Like maybe they were thinking more of like a signature edit, you know, like a signature edit. That's all I could really think of. But yeah, unfortunately, last year we made all of our edits. Y'all remember we made a bunch of edits, and yeah, pro play was prevalent, unfortunately, and it was really bad looking a lot of the times. Because you got to think too, one thing, even using real shooting percentage disables pro play. If you think about it, all of those pro play bases and alternate releases and stuff, pro play disable, or realistic shooting percentage disables that. So maybe that's what they were referring to. I'm not sure. But as far as like editing rosters and stuff, from the amount of time that I put in the game, I haven't been able to notice a big difference. But I can't, but that's just based off of what I've observed, if that makes sense. Power UG, what's up, man? I just been installing some mods, bro. It's good to see you. So yeah, a lot of you all will notice that I am using the 2K Specialist website, which, I've told y'all in the past that I don't use much. The reason I've actually been able to use it is because it looks like I was finally able to get my ad blocker to work with it, because it used to block ad block, and without ad block, it just has like an insane amount of ads. So that was kind of why I was a little bit hesitant, but now it looks like it's working fine for me. It's 2015, 2016 Derrick Rose. Sir Jam, can you explain that? You said I was on a commercial. Oh, yeah, an ad. Yeah. You said be careful on global sliders. I just meant like be careful. Well, what I was saying was the only thing I know that would disable like pro play animations specifically, and that's what I was saying, the context of the conversation matters is what I was saying, because the number one thing that would disable pro play animations, which is true technically, is even real shooting percentage disables it. Because like if you think of real shooting percentage, you don't get any of the pro play bases, any of the alternate releases, any of the alternate landings. So that was what I was referring to, which I was saying is really the only thing I could think of that that would disable pro play. Power UG, you said you still haven't got your hands on the game, man. In my opinion, and I know you've seen, I've made a few videos about it, I do think it's worth it. But like always, it needs some work. So when you do get the game, the hope obviously is, number one, like my sliders are out, so you have a good base to work with, and some fun gameplay. But hopefully the modding scene gets a little bit going. But because and it's like it's not like I'm not excited about the modding scene, obviously, but I am kind of curious what the ceiling of the mods is going to be this year, because there might be, some people were discussing, there might be some issues down the road. So I'm a little confused. Would this be the Derrick Rose that gets replaced with that mod, I wonder? Ooh, he's got a nice dunk package. Yeah, Power UG. Yeah, man. I've been keeping out, looking at some stuff. They're still a little bit limited in terms of everything that's out. And when you do get the game though, hit me up in DMs, because I got some stuff to send your way too. Some stuff, some behind the scenes type stuff. So definitely hit me up. I got some stuff to send you. Because I know you looked out in the past, so I'll make sure I send something special your way. But Sir Jam, you said in a nutshell, none of your edits disable anything. Yeah, to my knowledge, I mean, and again, for me, peep the gameplay, bro. Peep the gameplay. I know we've been installing mods here, so we haven't gotten into any, but I think the gameplay is really well. I think you can see a lot of the signature styles come through. To my knowledge, I don't like saying it doesn't disable anything, because that's technically not true. Because technically my edits disable the shot contest system in a sense. Like, it is impossible to get smothered on my set. It's impossible. It's literally, you can be punched a dude in the throat while he's trying to shoot. You cannot get a smothered contest. So I don't like speaking in absolutes. But for me, I try to, y'all know over the past few weeks, like I said, I've been a little sick, but I try to get on here and stream as much as possible so that y'all can see it, as opposed to us just saying it, and so we can actually see the gameplay and see how it plays, if that makes sense. Hey, Dennis, you said, is your rosters with all the edits uploaded to 2K Share? It is. But some people have had issues finding it. I don't know why. Ender, you said, why they have issues finding it. What is your thoughts? Could they potentially have crossplay disabled? I was wondering if that could be involved. Like maybe crossplay? Bryant, you said, what roster do you use? I don't use anyone else's roster. I just use the roster that has all of the changes that we went through in the thread. Ender, you said you can DM me on Discord. Can you just tell me in the chat? I'm right here. You don't got to DM if you don't have to. The only reason I say that is because my Discord DMs aren't open, so you won't be able to send it through DMs on Discord. I didn't put it under a scenario. I didn't feel like I should. I felt like I should put it under a roster, because I could make a scenario, but I didn't feel like that made sense, because the roster is gonna change, really. There's gonna be trades and stuff. Like, for example, we just got a trade. Oh no, Ender, I don't care, bro. I'm redropping them for everybody. Hopefully soon. I think what I'm trying to look at the calendar. Oh, wait a minute. My thing went away. Yeah, and I apologize, guys, because I haven't made much movement on the sliders, but I just been super sick. So, my hope, they're definitely not coming out this weekend, and they're probably not going to come out next weekend because I got a real busy week of work. But my hope is I can release them for everybody, like this weekend, like maybe the weekend of this one that I'm pointing at, the weekend of the 11th, 12th, 13th. Maybe this 13th is going to be the day that I target to have these things done. The roster is named as Shad Test and not Shad Test. Oh, did I type it wrong? Oh, okay. That would make sense. Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Okay, well, that's actually a good thing because I was worried it was something else. So I'm just an idiot. That happens to everybody. Cool. That's actually a good thing. So now we know it's not, you know, it's just not like nothing wrong. Like I thought it was something wrong with the servers or something. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I don't mind you putting that in chat, bro. I don't gatekeep, dude. I'm trying to help the whole community. But seriously, like y'all have played the sliders, they're not ready, they're not done, they're not up to my standards, so that's why I haven't released them. As soon as I can get them playing, you know, how we like the game playing and get better and more realistic stats, you know, we're gonna hook the community up for sure. But you know, I try to just put that out there for the people that like, yo, bro, I cannot wait, like I need something. I drop them like, all right, this is what I'm thinking about. And I said it in the the last video I made. I said, like, if you're supporting the channel, you're literally paying $1 for the worst version of sliders you're gonna get from me, like, because they're just gonna keep getting better and better, but the support helps, you know what I mean? So you know, it means a lot, everybody in the chat that's supporting. So that's, you know, that's the most important thing. Speaking of which, let me move my chat window real quick. Wait a minute. Just didn't mean to do that. But Dennis, so yeah, after this stream is over, let me go through and because I want to make some tweaks. After this stream is over, so I'm Eastern time, so probably like, you know, later on, let me go do it all over again. That way it has the what you call it, the new trade on it, because I wanted to have the towns trade and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, it's 11 my time now. I think I'm gonna call it here. Oh gosh, the demo started. Yeah, because I'm gonna call it here. I just wanted to get an idea of what some of these mods look like, because I am working on our next PC modding showcase for 2K. I'm really busy tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tomorrow, but depending on how work goes and stuff, there might be some streams throughout the week, because I want to kind of make some improvements to the sliders on some of the feedback that y'all were giving me. So for those of you that are members and are waiting for that update, it's 10:46 now Eastern time. So give me till like midnight my time. I'm gonna try and get an update out for the roster for the sliders and all that. I've also been working on what you call it, my NBA settings too, because to try and balance out some of the changes we made on the roster to make the stats look a little bit closer to our NBA averages. But I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting something else. That's about it that I was gonna say. But yeah, I just want to get that roster updated. Oh, that's all I was gonna say, is I'll make sure I actually spell it right this time, so that you all can actually download it, because that's on me. I didn't realize it was spelled wrong. But yeah, if y'all can give me like an hour or so, I'll get working on that. I might put the this Georgia Alabama game on the other monitor, see what they got going on. I should be watching Florida State. Are they losing? Yeah, we're losing. Maybe I won't turn on Florida State. Oh man, what a disaster, bro. We got to get a college football stream in here soon. I'll try and do that at some point too. State of Franchise Game, you said you hope we see some WNBA mods soon. That's actually a really good point. I've never seen a single WNBA mod ever. Is there a single WNBA mod? How do you even like search that? Yeah, I don't even see anything for 24. That's the crazy thing. I mean, some of this stuff, there's one. Yeah, so there's not a lot of WNBA. Okay, NLSC is working on some stuff. Yeah, look, y'all know me. I'm not a big WNBA fan. This was the first year that I tuned into a couple games. I tuned in a little bit to watch Caitlin Clark a little bit. So that was fun. To watch her shoot it. She's real good, and the other player who won the MVP, Asia Wilson, is obviously, I'm a super casual, but she's a literal monster. Like, she's incredible. So there's a lot of talent there. I'm glad that league is doing good enough that that they're garnering attention and money and revenue because those players are talented and they deserve it. I caught, in the 2K community, of all people, of all places, I caught some slack a few years ago because, I remember when they first introduced the WNBA to 2K, I wasn't excited about it. I wasn't happy. And obviously people are always going to take it and run with it and say, oh, you're sexist and all that. But that wasn't really my mindset. My mindset was more like, I just felt like 2K could barely handle the NBA portion of the game. I didn't feel like they could handle adding on the WNBA portion of the game. And we saw that with some of the WNBA players complaining about how they looked in the game and stuff like that. And then 2K had to go in and update them. So for me, it had nothing to do with, including it or not including it. For me, it was just like, hey, this is $1 billion corporation. If you're going to do stuff, you should do it right. And y'all know me, regardless of what game it is, what company it is, 2K, Madden, I'm gonna call out the stuff I like and the stuff that I don't like. So, I try to keep that as the basis of the channel. So we're talking about the stuff that needs to get fixed. And that's another thing too. And I'll leave y'all with this. I got a lot of questions here on the channel with people saying, yo, when are jump shot fixes coming? And it's just my personal opinion. Until they fix that jump shot editor, it is very hard, if not impossible, to make quality jump shots because I can't see what I'm doing. That's what's a little bit frustrating. So I hope 2K fixes the jump shot editor, and I hope 2K fixes the defensive assignments, because right now, if you set a defensive assignment, a matchup, it just resets itself at a dead ball. So 2K, I've said it on the channel. I like the game. I think they made a lot of steps forward, but there's some basic stuff that they got to get right here for the community. But other than that, y'all, I'm calling it. Shout out everybody that pulled up. Again, if you're still watching, let me get a like on your way out. Subscribe for more and all that. Keep it locked to the channel. Like I said, I've been under the weather a little bit, but feel like I'm getting my energy back. So keep it locked to the channel for the content. There's going to be, I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say too much, but whether you're a 2K fan or a Madden fan, there's going to be some heat coming. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. 3.